Hello and welcome to my stream. Tonight we play more of Cosmic Star Heroine and we'll be continuing our second mission in the game, which was a mission that started in Rhomu, and we just got to that location. We don't know much about it yet. We went there looking for the terrorist group. Let me see their name because I'm still getting used to all of the names in here. Astria. Yes, we went there looking for Astria to understand what are their evil doings or evil plots. And we kind of spied on them a little bit from distance. And it seems they are plotting something to do in the region or in that location. But we decided to take a detour. And then I'll need to get back to the game to understand what are we looking for next. In the meantime, I also remembered a moment that our party member, Sean, right? Yes, we are Alyssa, then we have Sean, and then now Dave is also with us. Dave and his notepad as a weapon. Yes, Sean seems to understand a little bit more on what is going on in there because she identified a rocket or like a missile that is like a bioweapon. So basically, once we found that missile, we didn't know exactly what that was, but then Sean said it was a bioweapon that kind of creates some sort of roots to the nature or environment and pollutes it. And then that explains why the water of that location was looking so weird, you know? And then I was wondering, is it the natural color of it or is that thanks to something? And then it seems they are polluting the place. So yes, we'll be back to that location. Hopefully we can finish the exploration and complete that mission. And then even understand more about this game's plot and especially regarding this terrorist group called Astria. Hi Gabriel, what's up, man? You remember nothing, mental blue screen? That was me if I didn't have my notes. I do remember some details, but I cannot remember names. Even the main character names, like Sean, for example, I was already forgetting it. But yes, that's the goal for today. I was actually enjoying that location because it so far has my favorite song on the game. And in the opposite of the first location or like the first mission song, this song fits better the forest environment than the mechanical, industrial, jazzy song we had in the first mission. That song was good as well, but I couldn't connect the song to the location, and then now I think it's a perfect match. Also because it's very relaxing. So let me go for the game, let me open it. So far we have played 5 hours. And then now that Dave is in our party, somebody else, or maybe an artificial intelligence, which is called Mike, got his previous job, which was basically being our supporter and navigator. So yes, now we have Dave with us physically, and we have someone called Mike giving us advice from distance. Hopefully at some point we can know more or learn more about Mike's existence. So Gabriel, how's your day, man? How was your weekend? And were you very excited for the Pokemon Day today? I gotta admit, I didn't have expectations for the Pokemon Direct, hence why I actually forgot about it today. I remembered it at the end of last night, but once I slept, I woke up like completely... I couldn't remember about it anymore, so I was, living my day. And then once I opened my YouTube app on my phone, I was like, oh, look at this, there is a new video by the Pokemon company, and then I kind of got spoiled by the titles of the two games, Pokemon Scarlet, Pokemon Violet. And then I was like, no, this can't be right. And then I was thinking it could be something else, like not really the 9th generation, maybe it was a remake of something. It was the 9th generation. So I actually liked it. To my own surprise, first I was not expecting something big like that. Uh, I thought it was too soon for like that or those news. And then look at the Pokemon Company surprising us a little bit. So yeah, they dropped the bomb this morning, and I actually liked it. Is it perfect? Not at all, but I can see it's a start, or at least it's a movement on a very good and promising direction. That's at least going to change things up for all of us. And I already have my own theories about the game that I wanna be discussing tonight. Your weekend has been hot and sweaty. Yeah, it's been very hot days in here too. I even have my air conditioner on right now, but I will be turning it off soon, so I don't like use a lot of energy. But it's also been very lazy to me. Today I was sunbathing a lot. I even was listening to some ASMR during the afternoon, during the sunbathe. Normally I only listen to ASMR like during the night before sleeping or something. So yes, I have been feeling very lazy and calm, which is good, actually, which is great. But yeah, I didn't do much, you know. I have been mostly relaxing. Also, hey Subaru, what's up, man? I mean, Pokemon for you has been meaning nothing for a while? Seriously? Were you not even a little bit excited for the game? I also gotta say that I was happy when watching the trailer that I kinda identified or recognized some Barcelona from Spain feelings towards the location of the game. And then after I checked the opinions and discussions about it, people were kinda confirming it. Oh yeah, this is totally based on Spain. So like since the first time I watched it, I kinda got that impression, especially after seeing the starters and also learning about their names. But there is something else that I'm now not sure though, but I'm hoping that kinda gets more confirmed with time. Which is, like, is this region also based on Portugal? Because the map preview we got from the trailer, it kind of shows it like it could be both Spain and Portugal, you know, like the shape of it. But then only time will tell, I guess. Although I also saw another thing on Twitter this time that somebody was comparing buildings on that plaza with buildings in Portugal. And then I was like, oh, I hope this is real, so this region could be a mix of both. And then you could be asking me, why do you want for this region to also be based on Portugal, you know? I will tell you why. It's because if it is also based on Portugal, maybe this is going to be finally the time, or like finally the confirmation by the Pokemon Company that we could be getting a Pokemon game with subtitles in Portuguese, which is something that Brazilians and also so many people have been asking for, which will be very disappointing if they don't do it in case it is also based in Portugal. And I also will say this, the last time I was into this talk about Pokemon games getting subtitles in other languages, I remember that either Serteki or X5 or somebody else also told me that the Latin American fans are upset regarding the subtitles in Spanish, because it seems that Spanish can be also very different depending on the country you speak it. And then sometimes, you know, you can't really understand things thoroughly when reading the Spanish they are using from Spain, for example, instead of using a more specific Latin American Spanish subtitle. So also there are the Latin American Spanish speakers fans that want the game to also get another Spanish variation, plus us Brazilians wanting Portuguese. So this is the perfect opportunity for the Pokemon Company to do something about that, you know, and it's going to be such a disappointment if they don't. That was like my first concern regarding the future of this game. And then the other one is regarding the starters. hopefully it's not going to be a spoiler for anybody here, but in case you still haven't watched the trailer or seen the Pokemon news, go do that, because I'm going into details about what we have got today. My disappointment about the starters, and the only one disappointment that I have about them so far, is regarding the fire starter, which is called Fuecoco, right? And it's because it seems that he's not based on the Chinese zodiac. Because I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but all of the starters so far, or the fire starters actually so far, they are kind of based on an animal from the Chinese zodiac. And then that's how the theorists have been kind of predicting which fire starter Pokemon we could be getting next. This time there is no crocodile in the freaking Chinese zodiac, so I was a bit disappointed because like it's been working for 8 generations and then now they are breaking the pattern, you know. But if they are breaking the pattern for the better, then fine by me. It's just that I had some sort of like expectations for that, and then I was like, wait a second, there is no crocodile in the freaking Chinese horoscope. Where is the horse fire starter, or where is the snake, or where is the ox as well? I believe those are the 3 that are remaining left. No, it's a freaking crocodile that will evolve into Barney, right? And then we have the duck, the water duck, which is my favorite so far. And he's going to evolve into Donald Duck and the freaking... I don't remember his name in English. Is it Mr. Scrooge or something? I think that's right? Like the picture Gabriel posted on Discord. And the grass cat, to my surprise, even though he is very generic or like Fakemon looking, in my opinion at least, I also liked him. So I kinda like the 3 of them, but my preference so far is for the duck. Which is also not very surprising to me since I'm a big water starter fan in general, so like most of the starters that I pick are the water ones, and then second place are the grass types, and then Cyndaquil and Chimchar are exceptions for my fire preference. Anyway, do you guys think it's going to be based on Portugal as well, and we could be hoping for more subtitles? I hope so. So I'm hardly ever excited for it unless they decide to release an official Pokemon MMO game. An official MMO game? Wait, but wasn't Pokemon Unite that? Don't you think Pokemon Unite is like a MMO? I mean, it's not like an I get what you're saying. You want a Pokemon online multiplayer experience that follows the main title idea, right? You want like an RPG that's like with the multiplayer aspect, like I don't know, maybe something around the lines of Final Fantasy XIV or World of Warcraft. But at least we got Pokemon Unite, even though it's different. It's like a strategy game, you know, so not really the same idea. About that, I think it's going to take a while until they do such a thing. Especially because, in my opinion, man, I mean, maybe this is just like an idea and I can be completely wrong, but it's what I thought at first for a reason of why they are not doing it. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but I think they don't do such a thing because, again, in my opinion, even though I don't play those games, I think that the players of those games are normally older. Like, while Pokemon are mostly targeted for children or like younger people, you know? So maybe they don't do an online MMO experience that complicated, that, you know, that big, because maybe they think that kids or like children wouldn't be playing those games. I'm just throwing that idea in here, and then you guys can think if it makes sense or not. But I can see them thinking like that a little bit, especially because regarding another Pokemon, let's say, platform, which is the anime, recently there were some interviews revealing that, according to the people that are working on the anime, Ash Ketchum will always be 10 years old, and it's always going to be summertime in the episodes. They kind of confirmed that. That's how they work on the anime. I mean, everybody knew that Ash Ketchum never grew older, but hearing from them that is kind of like, a little bit disappointing because maybe they are never really going to change that formula since it's been working. And then they even said that it's always going to be summertime because it's the season of the year that kind of gives us most emotions, right? When we are watching the episodes during like a beautiful day, sunny day, and beautiful colors and tropical vibes. They do that for advertisement, of course. They do that for marketing, and then once in a while they travel to a more coldish location to so we can have ice type Pokemon and things. But yes, they kind of confirmed right away that Ash Ketchum is planned to be 10 years old, and the season of the year will be summer every time. So not only Ash is stuck in his age, but also the seasons rip. There is only summer in the Pokemon world. So yes, I kind of think they might take a while until they jump into something more complex, like an MMO RPG game like Final Fantasy XIV or World of Warcraft. But hey, they are at least walking or taking a path of changing. So maybe it doesn't take that long. It's probably going to take some time, but maybe it's going to be faster than what I thought. Yeah, Game Freak is dumb, but I'm surprised. I'm surprised to see that they are trying new things for once. Are they being perfect at execution on that? No, but honestly, they are surprising me in a positive way. Like, I did like what I saw for Legend Arceus. I have my problems of the game, of course, but it was better than what I was expecting. And then now this trailer also put me into some hype for this new game. But could they be always increasing their quality? Of course. I'm doing alright, Saber. Like I said, I just had a chill Sunday. Not much has happening or has been happening. Saber is asking why is the water starter the duck? He has like a blue hat in the lines of Wario. I noticed that tiny W, right? Like that white W. But most people have been comparing him to Donald Duck. Yes, I think he's going to be either a soldier, but at first I thought about a captain. I was thinking about a captain, like a captain of a ship, right? I really related him to navigation. Actually, that's also another reason why I was thinking this region could be based on Portugal as well, not only Spain. Because there is a lot of navigation, exploration in the ocean vibes in there, right? In that trailer. You could see many. How is that called? The freaking it's not the wheel like a car. Is it the wheel of a ship? I think it has a name that I can't remember right now. But that item shows up a lot in the trailer. There is even a moment in the trailer that it has two frames or like two uh, decoration plates basically, which are one for that item, which is like the wheel of a ship, and the other one is like for grapes. And I also have a theory about the grapes in the trailer because I also don't know if you guys have noticed, but there are many grapes in the trailer. One on this plate that's on the wall, and another, and then the fruit itself, like on a table. And my theory is that what if one of the legendaries, for example, the violet one, because you guys know that normally the names of the games they point to a legendary, right? what if the Violet Legendary has something to do with grapes and wine? I was with that idea on my mind because of the amount of grapes I could see in the trailer, plus that plate on the wall with a grape on it. Like, especially because there are two plates, one for the wheel and the other one for the grapes. I thought it was, very specific. And then I was thinking, what if this violet is towards grapes, and then Spain and Portugal, wine production, maybe a grass type in there, something like that. Maybe a grass psychic. I'm not sure. Maybe fairy. So that's one of my theories, that we could be getting a grape-related Pokemon. Could be the legendary for the Violet name. Also, hey Scap, Ultras, and Emily, what's up for you all? How are you guys doing? I'm discussing about the Pokemon Direct, or like the new games. I don't know if Emily has watched it, hopefully yes, because Emily also loves Pokemon. Scap, you still gotta start playing more Pokemon, man. And Ultras, I think Ultras doesn't care about Pokemon, but correct me if I'm wrong, man. But yes, that's one of my theories, that maybe one of the legendaries is going to be related to grapes or something. Or we could be getting a random grape Pokemon. I believe that's something like a soldier cap. And then somebody is saying, is Feraligatr a weapon? Wait. What about Feraligatr in here? I mean, he could be considered a serpent or reptile. He could also evolve into something snake-like. Yeah, some people have that idea, or like some people are still dreaming that the fire starter could become a snake. But I don't know. He started a lot like a crocodile, so changing from a crocodile into a snake will be weird in my opinion. So I kind of think that they dropped the theory of the Chinese zodiac inspiration for the fire starters, which is fine. Like, it's not because of that I'm going to start hating the game or anything. But it's sad, because they have been following that pattern for the whole existence of Pokemon, so why dropping it right now, right? Especially now that they were so close to finish it. I was also surprised they decided to go again with a cat. Like I said, in my opinion, that cat looked a little bit generic, but I didn't hate it. But at the same time, I was like, another cat? But actually, many people have been loving it. I was reading the reactions on Twitter, and then many people have been like, I love the cat! Or like people saying that this is the first time that the grass starter is my favorite. I was like, okay. I guess there is a good reason why they went again for a cat, right? But I think my favorite so far is the duck. Although I also like the two others a lot. What are their names again? Sprigatito, right? He has a name like in Spanish, Sprigatito. And then Fuecoco, the fire one. And the last one, the duck, is Quaxley, right? Quaxley. It's crazy for me, or it's crazy to me actually, that I'm getting into this 9th generation of Pokemon right now, while I still haven't gotten used to the last generation Pokemon. Like, I probably don't know the names of, Gen 8's Pokemon so far, because I haven't played the game, and I also haven't seen a lot of Sword and Shield. I think I will only get more used to those Pokemon after they get released on Pokemon Go, which is the Pokemon game that I'm still playing. But yes, I'm already learning new Pokemon names while I'm still like, getting used or more familiarized with the Pokemon from the previous generation. Okay, let me read the chat a little bit faster because I'm missing out everything. He's meant to be a brass knuckle or claws. Do you mean the croc? Same as Samurott is a sword, Greninja Shuriken, Empoleon a trident. Oh, I see. Maybe you are following the water starters. I see. You're now talking about the water starters theory, right? That they are based on weapons. I have heard of that too. That's true. And then that's why Summer was saying Feraligatr is a weapon, and then he could be like a brawler, right? Yeah. That's true. I also heard of that. And then the grass types, I'm not sure if there is a theory for their creation. I see. And then sword and shield is a sniper. Yes. So now we have the duck, right? Besides the hat or the cap, we gotta wait for longer until we can understand his own weapon type. Alola Clown Seal was a stretch. Oh yes, I forgot about that. About Popio. They said its weapon relates to a bomb. It could be because of the pearls, maybe, or because of the water bomb, like a bubble, right? Because Primarina could create and control water bubbles to explode remotely while singing. Yeah. Which was a stretch for sure, but I can still kind of understand the idea. Emily saw the starters. What is your favorite? I have a feeling Emily preferred the cat, the grass cat. Oh, you haven't seen the trailer though? You should watch the trailer as well. The region looks beautiful, very colorful. You really like the cute grass cat. You see, I guessed it. I called it. Emily, you should draw them. I miss seeing your art. It's been a while since I last saw you posting pictures of your art, right? Have you been working on more art lately? I do not share a mutual interest for the world of Pokemon. I'm not shocked, Ultras. But how has been your playthroughs of Final Fantasy IV, but also your speedrunning? Just never have, for some reason. I tried, but it didn't pull into you or pull to you. That's okay. Look at Victor, for example. Victor could only like or enjoy playing Pokemon up to Gen 2 or the second generation. So anything Pokemon today doesn't get to Victor anymore. So it happens. It's fine. The fire starter is Dinosaur or Barney. Hopefully he looks great on his final stage, right? I really hope they don't mess with the evolutions, especially for the grass cat, because I don't want to see that grass cat to look like a bipedal or biped, like a 2 feet or 2 legged Pokemon. I want him to be on his 4 paws on the ground, right? Quadruped. I hope I'm saying the right words in here, like they did with Litten for the Generation 7, right? I hated that he, stood up and then he became Incineroar. No, keep the cat on with his 4 legs and feet or paws on the ground, please. I hate when they change it like that. It's a big change. He could be like a panther or something like that. Oh, Unite was a MOBA. Oh yeah, right. Not an MMO. I'm gonna eat now, so is slow to reply. That's fine, man. Let us know later what you're having for your dinner tonight. I don't have that same mutual interest either, because you still gotta start playing it, right, Scap? But I'm at least willing to give it a shot. And it's touched a lot of people. I do love Weed Cat though. Weed Cat. I wanted to see a picture, like a not a picture, an art from that Pokemon that could show us his tail, because I have a feeling that his tail is shaped a little bit like a leaf, but I'm not certain because of the angles. So I will like him a little bit more if his tail fur is really shaped like a leaf, because there is a tiny detail on the bottom of that tail that could be an indication that it's shaped like a leaf, right? I was hoping that could be the situation, like it could be like that, so he could feel more grassy even. And then for his neck, like the, I don't know, plant thing on his neck, that looks a lot like Surfetch, the evolution of Farfetch. Yeah, like Surfetch's sword. Actually, the shield. Yeah, Surfetch's shield. It's the same shape. I think the grass one is really cute. I'm scared. Yes, Emily, we have the same mindset. I don't want them to ruin the cat in his final evolution. I want him to like a panther, like a lynx. I don't know, something 4 feet, like I said. Don't make the cat to stand up. Please don't. Or to stand up in 2 feet. Grass is the weirdest one. I think he's the weirdest one to me because, like I said, he looked to be a little bit generic. Like he could be a fake mon, but it's a very good and well done fake mon. So that's why I didn't hate him, right? I like them all, but out of the three, he's the one that looked to me the most generic. But to be honest, it's been so many generations and so many Pokemon that have been created, or like, there are so many Pokemon out there that eventually the fake mon will be turning into Pokemon because they will need to keep on looking for ideas and looking for new things. So they can't keep the same formula every freaking time, right? So, or maybe I should say that with time, some, let's say, fake mon people create out there will be very close to the real Pokemon. They will get it right, or like they will predict the creation of that Pokemon correctly. It's meant to be extinct animals like dinosaurs. Wait, there is this theory already that they should be always extinct animals. What was the Primarina? Primarina was like a seal, right? Primarina was the last stage of Poplio. She was a healer. She could heal a little bit. Yes, she could heal by the power of her voice. So if the grass cat becomes oh my god, a Sabertooth, I would love that. Gabriel, please send an email for Pokemon Company right now so they can like change the plans and start sketching that Sabertooth cat. I would love that so much. It's perfect. I haven't been doing too much art because you have been studying, but you have made some art though. If you want, Emily, share your new drawings and your new art with us on Discord, and then let me know so I can check it out. So Ultras in Final Fantasy IV, he has been enjoying it a lot. There we go! In fact, I am about to do some off-stream grinding today before tomorrow. It's funny when you say it because you kind of make me scared of it. You kind of make me feel like, oh my god, I'm going to suffer by the time I play Final Fantasy IV. It's sounding so hard because Ultras is like grinding offline. Ultras, the man that beat freaking Brave New World, the mod on Final Fantasy VI that everybody says it's hard. If he's like grinding off stream or offline, I'm like, Jesus, I'm dead. But I'm very happy you're enjoying it because that's what I was hoping that could happen to you by trying new Final Fantasies or trying new games, right? I feel like I'm halfway throughout it. Oh, okay, so you actually advanced it a lot. But you have no idea, you really have no idea. I'm not sure if Final Fantasy IV is a very long game either, but I would guess it's probably around the same lines of Final Fantasy VI regarding its length. Just a guess. I also know that Final Fantasy IV has a lot of very good songs, so I'm hoping you are enjoying the soundtrack of it as well. Especially because one of the songs... Wait a minute, no, never mind. No. Maybe I have a point in here. It's regarding Super Mario RPG. Super Mario RPG has a track, a song track from Final Fantasy, and I do believe it is from Final Fantasy IV. And I love that song a lot. Yes, it is from Final Fantasy IV. I was in doubt because I also remember that the enemy you fight in Super Mario RPG, at first I thought that he was an enemy from Final Fantasy, but actually he's not. Actually, that enemy is a creation for Super Mario RPG, but the song that they used in there is from Final Fantasy IV. But I don't remember the name of the song right now anymore. But it's a fantastic battle song. Speaking on Super Mario RPG, I don't remember if I brought this up in the previous streams, but I was very happy to hear that like after it was right after we got the amazing Chrono Cross remastered announcement for the Switch, which by the way, Scap, I think I know who is very excited to check that out, right? And finally, because that game deserved a remastered so much, or at least to be ported on Switch, but it's even better because they are even dropping the Red Code Dreamers game together with it. Just after that, I saw some news on on my YouTube feed that there was an interview with one of the directors of Super Mario RPG, and he said that he would love to work on a sequel to Super Mario RPG, and that sequel could be like his retirement project, like his final project during he was working or during his working time. And he really wanted to see Gino in Smash Brothers, but at very least we got the the Mii costume right for Gino. But I was so happy to hear from him that he's like, I wish I could work again on a Super Mario RPG sequel, you know. So that gives me a little bit of hope, but at the same time, I'm like, that's probably not going to happen. But at least the dream is alive. So I was very surprised by those news. But I'm not creating expectations, of course. Right now, I want Super RPG to be released on the Switch though, because it's still not there. I was very happy for Earthbound to be released on the Switch Online. Also, Earthbound The Beginnings. Although Mother 3, guess what? It's not released in Americas still, or like released outside of Japan still. Who knows, maybe one day. But also regarding Earthbound, and then this is a fun fact for Ultras. I'm not sure if this information is accurate, but I also saw a video saying that South Park, a show that Ultras loves, and also Victor, they are always talking about that in here. South Park was based on Earthbound. Did you know that? And, or at least inspired it, of course. And I thought it made some sense. Not only like Undertale, which was a direct connection to Earthbound, the creation of the game Undertale, South Park also got some inspiration from Earthbound. Maybe, Ultras, you should try playing Earthbound at some point. I'm not sure if you would like that RPG because it's a very specific type of game, but it has a very good humor. It has some characters that they speak up shit, maybe like South Park. Maybe that's the humor that South Park tried to copy a little bit, or like trying to get as an inspiration. But yes, I heard that these days as well, and then I'm telling you, do you think it makes sense? Those that know South Park and Earthbound the game, I thought it made some sense. I was just surprised by the connection right there. I would never imagine that connection. So that was something else I learned, or I heard at least, lately as well. Let me go back on chat because I'm so behind. Also, Emily, good luck on your studying. I hope you have been learning a lot, of course, but also getting some good grades and, you know, not having many problems on your degree. They are all going to be humanoids, furries? No, please. Please don't. And then in Contra 3, Ultras has been working on an easy perfect best, right? PB is perfect best, I think. A few close runs recently, like today, plus 2 to 5 seconds over. That's super close. I will send pictures in the chat. Wait, Emily hates something? Oh, Incineroar? Or like a leafy lion? A leafy lion! You guys have so many crazy good ideas for the starter, the grass starter. I was not thinking like that. I was not like imagining how they could evolve into something cool, right? And then regarding Super Castlevania 4, Ultras has been getting some trouble in the last couple attempts, like 3 to 4 hours, and not even finishing one run, or getting halfway. But today was, or you were, or he were, wait, he was, right? Today he was on a perfect pace, I think, or on a PB pace, till near the end. I see, so you're not getting that lucky on Castlevania anymore? Maybe you should maybe take a break on it and focus on Contra since you were closer to get a PB in there, right? And then after getting that PB, that could uh, boost you a little, like boost your mood a little up, so you could go back to Castlevania. So Ultras is having a wrap with grilled chicken, lettuce, tomato, cucumber, avocado, boiled eggs. There we go. I like to see some boiled eggs getting on some dishes out there. Try it on pizzas as well, please, because Brazilian Portuguese pizzas they have boiled eggs in there and it's good, it works, and you guys should try it. Even though it may sound weird because oh I have never seen that before in the pizzerias in Canada or in the US. But in Brazil it's a thing and I'm telling you as a registered Brazilian, it's good. So so if you have some I don't know beliefs in my palate or like in my taste, try boiled eggs on pizzas you too, right? Speaking on pizzas, I baked pizzas this week. Can't say they were my best pizzas ever. They were not. Like the dough, right? The crust maybe. The crust got kind of bad, but in the end, the taste is what matters the most. So it was still delicious. It was just a little bit sticky. I was using a lot of flour and it kept being sticky when I was like shaping it. So I kind of made a mess with the kitchen and my hands, but in the end it tasted good, so that's what matters. Something else about food talk. I tried for the first time a new vegetable or like a new leaf, and it's chicory. Have you guys ever tried chicory? I bought it and I cooked it with farofa, eggs, onion, garlic, and sausage. And I gotta say that just like spinach, it didn't taste like anything to me. And then you may think it's something bad. To me, it's perfect because if I can keep on eating things that are tasteless but are nutritious and full of vitamins and something that's going to make my health better, that works. Especially because when we grow up, we have all media, all moms, all parents saying, "Oh, you should eat this, but it tastes bad, but it's good for you." In the end, now that I'm trying those things in the past years, I don't feel their taste. I don't think they taste like anything. So if they are healthy but tasteless, it works for me. Although my friend said that when you eat it alone, because I had many toppings and uh, other things together like onions, garlic, everything, they said when it's eaten alone, it can be very bitter. But honestly, I didn't feel anything from the chicory. And then hot sauce, cheese, blue cheese dressing, or like a sauce, and lots of hot sauce. And then he grilled the wrap, and then and then fries as well. Dude, I wish I had fries. It's been forever since I ate fries. I remember when I wanted to buy the air fryer to make myself healthier fries. Unfortunately, last year we got the air fryer, but it was so much work to cook with it that it was not that worthy to be making those dishes anymore. At least I didn't feel motivated to keep on using it to cook something because it was so much work, in my opinion. Unsolicited pics will be coming soon. That's fine by me. I don't know if it's going to be fine to my computer, but by me it's fine. Some songs are good. Yeah, it was Final Fantasy. Wait, Final Fantasy. Oh, there we go. It's 4. I thought it was 5. Yeah, Final Fantasy 4 boss battle. It's the boss battle in there. I thought it could be the regular encounter battle. It is a very good song, yeah. Now, catch up to the chat. I'm doing it little by little. And then on to doing whatever we were doing in the game. Yes, Chrono Cross Remastered, there we go. Off stream, I finally beat Final Fantasy 5. Good job, man. Did you like it? With the Pixel Remaster? I mean, maybe you were replaying it. Yeah, probably you have played Final Fantasy 5 before, right? The only thing I know is that it has an interesting mechanic called the job mechanic, it makes me want to play it too, and maybe even consider, trying out different jobs to see like different results. It's the Scar of Time. I like the overworld team a lot. I don't know how is it like. I should listen to it. Me too, South Park is amazing. Oh, okay, Gabriel is also a fan of South Park. Yes, I heard about that comparison, or like that South Park inspired, I mean, Earthbound inspired South Park. I don't know if there is like an official statement by South Park's creator, but the information sounded correct, or like sounded trustworthy when I got it, but I didn't double check it. So I'm not like fully certain, but it made a little bit of sense to me. I understand that Earthbound is a very um, it is a game that could be inspiring many other things out there, right? I can see that. You should watch it. I have watched a little bit of it, not just everything, but when I was younger, my sister used to watch it, and then sometimes I watched it with her. Although, because it is such a, let's say, mature anime, or not anime, cartoon, right? Mature cartoon. It used to be aired only like very late in the night, and then as I was a teenager or like a kid, I had to sleep earlier to study during the morning. Also, that's a good question for you. Did you guys used to study during the morning or during the afternoon? Because I think that it can change, right? Depending on the countries. I'm not sure if it is any normal for some countries to people to study during the afternoon only or during the morning only. In here, there are the two situations. There are classes that study during the morning and classes that study during the afternoon. For my whole life, I studied during the morning. So that's why I couldn't watch some cartoons that were like during the late night. For example, South Park. So that's a reason why I also didn't watch it too much. But I think I have heard before that to some places, I don't know, they don't have afternoon classes for kids or something. It's always during the morning. It's something like that. I think I'm gonna boot Earthbound back up. Oh yeah, you were playing that for, some time ago, right? You're going to play it again tonight. Do you remember where did you stop in the game? How far are you in the game? Do you know? You should watch it. All episodes are available online to watch on their own website for free. That's cool. I didn't know they were doing such a thing. Okay, let me check Ultra's pictures. I'm going to feel hungry for sure. Even though it has chicken, I don't like chicken, but all of the other things he said looked or sounded very good. I can like open the wrap, remove the chicken, and bite the rest. And the fries. Oh my god. So what is the second picture? Oh, by the way, I have some fun facts to talk about regarding Donkey Kong Country, or actually the Donkey Kong franchise. I actually have topics about many games. I can still be talking about the Pokemon releases we got tonight or today actually. I was in the mood of nostalgia for many games like Donkey Kong Country and Donkey Kong. Oh, that second picture is like the leftovers of the wrap, I think? Or is it like, oh, maybe it is before. Okay, I see. It's like another wrap before he folds it, right? So I can see the details in there. Okay, I can see the boiled eggs. There we go. Boiled eggs are love. So you guys still need to include boiled eggs on your pizzas. Look at that. If boiled eggs work on a wrap, what makes you think it wouldn't work on a pizza? Please tell me with like a dissertation about that. I want a whole essay saying why boiled eggs don't belong to pizzas. I want to understand why is that. It belongs anywhere. Here in Brazil, quail boiled eggs also belong to hot dogs. That's after you try boiled eggs on pizza, try quail eggs or quail boiled eggs on hot dogs too. And then you can thank me later. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I love Final Fantasy V, but I forgot how much more battle intensive it was. Oh, so it is like challenging about that? I do like myself some challenging uh, RPGs. I mean, this one, for example, Cosmic Star Heroine. By the way, Scap, have you ever heard or tried this game yourself? So far, it's been fantastic. The art in there looks a lot like Chrono Trigger. Actually, that's the first reason that made me interested about this game. You can see that middle character right there, or the character in the middle. She reminds me a lot of Luca. Not only the color of her hair, but even, I don't know, her um, personality, you know, a little bit. Even though they kind of don't have, let's say, everything in common. For example, Luca is a mechanic, while she's more like a martial artist, psychic person, which is also another crazy combination. But the thing about this game in here, Cosmic Star Heroine, is that I was expecting the battle of it to be a lot like Chrono Trigger as well, especially with its active time commands. And like last stream, I was even testing that out because that was the idea I kind of had initially, and then I realized that it's not the same mechanic. So now that it's not an active time battle game, this one, the other expectation I have towards this game and Chrono Trigger is regarding if they are going to have something close to the text, like in Chrono Trigger, that they could combine two characters, maybe sometimes three characters as well, I think, right? Like three characters could attack in a, or perform together into a single move. If I'm not mistaken, maybe three characters could do that together, not only two. I'm expecting something about that in here as well. So I hope it happens, because my first expectation was not confirmed. But maybe this one I can still see happening in the future, something close to the text. But even without the active time command and everything, I'm liking this game. It's been challenging so far, and the battles have been very, you know, full of options for me to go, like the attacks, the items also. So and also it's complex, hence, or not hence, since, right? It's complex since the start, right away. I had so many options to do that I got lost in the battles. But yes, I was expecting it to be a little bit closer to Chrono Trigger on the battles, but not yet. But graphic-wise, it's a lot like. I like a lot of South Park episodes, but I'm far from the fan. Or like you are far from being a fan. I see, so you like South Park, but you don't like it or don't love it as much as you like The Simpsons, Seinfeld, Trailer Park Boys, where you know all of the scripts, but South Park maybe 10% of the episodes. Do you have like those boxes full of DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff? Do you have those collections, Ultras? I said so little I don't remember doing it. You don't remember if you were studying in the morning or the afternoon? The most you remember is cramming on the bus ride to school. I would guess that most people studied during the morning, or like during the beginning of the day, right? Maybe that's what I was wondering about, if studying in the afternoon could be any common in other countries. Otherwise, I never took school home with you in all of the years, even if it meant staying some extra time to do work there, just so I wasn't bringing it home. Wait, I'm not sure if I follow what you mean by not taking the school home. Oh, do you mean bringing colleagues to your home to like do some project together or something? You watched this short documentary on how Brazil is crazy about fries. Do you guys think so, Subaru and Gabriel? Are we crazy about fries? I mean, I can give one example about something crazy in Brazil towards fries, but in general, I'm not sure if I would agree on that. For example, in Rio, that's the example that I know. In Rio, there is a neighborhood that I honestly don't remember the name of the neighborhood right now. Also because I have never been there. But there is this one neighborhood in Rio that people go there basically for the fries, or like people go there to try their famous fries. And it's just because it is in a large quantity that you get served. So basically you go there, you pay, I don't know, not too much amount of money, and then you get, a huge amount of fries. And then those fries are probably not going to be very healthy or like very delicious. Not no, they will be delicious, but they could be greasy. They are not going to be high quality fries. They will be somewhat fatty fries, you know. But for people that want to like, just eat a lot of junky food, that's what they are looking for. So yeah, some people go there to be eating fries non-stop. I can Google it. I forgot what was the name of the neighborhood. I can even try showing the pictures of the fries in there. But that's the only thing I can think about Brazilians being crazy for fries. Besides that, I think we are crazier for other dishes more than fries. Although, if you don't consider fries, but if you consider potato chips, then I can tell you that yes, there are many Brazilians that can be crazy for potato chips. For example, there are dishes that in Brazil they kind of ask for potato chips. Maybe the biggest example is the stroganoff. Yeah, in here, if you're eating stroganoff, you gotta have rice and potato chips, like as side dishes. Let me see. But another example that I just remembered regarding fries happens in my city. There is a pizzeria in here that they serve fries pizza. And I have tried it before, and it's good, even though the fries kind of get soaked, right? They kind of get soggy, thanks to the pizza cheese and everything. But it's delicious. And it was the only pizzeria I have heard so far that they have fries pizza. It's actually what, in my opinion, makes this pizzeria a special quotation mark, because they have this one pizza that you can't find anywhere else. Man, my phone. Okay, I think I found it. So the name of the neighborhood in Rio is called Marechal Hermes. It's basically Hermes, which is Hermes in English, which is a name, right? Like the Greek god or like Roman god. I can't remember right now if he's Greek or Roman. I think it's Greek. Hermes. And Marshall, I'm not sure how to translate that, but it's one of the soldier tiers, right? So it's like a soldier Hermes. That's the name of the neighborhood in Rio. Yeah, people go there to eat a lot of fries. For example, this, which got powdered cheese, sausage, cheddar. This one, I think it got fried chicken as well. Like I said, it's very greasy, but people love it in there. And it's also very cheap from what I hear. And they have like containers for it too, so you can bring it home or like eat it on the streets. Some aluminum containers. They have like big trays of fries. But seriously, Ultras, this is the only example like that I can think of regarding Brazilians being crazy for fries. Okay, let me go back to the chat. But I'm craving fries thanks to you tonight, man. Computer? Okay, there we go. What more did you see or did you learn on that documentary, man? It's interesting they were mentioning that fact about fries in Brazil. I do have some other random facts that I heard about Brazil lately as well, although those are some sad facts. Out of the 30 most violent cities in the world, out of the 30 most violent cities in the world, 12 of them are in Brazil. Even the dogs didn't like those news, you see? And the other fact that I learned is that the word Brazil kinda means the color red, like an amber. And then that kinda clicked on me a little bit because our word for amber is brasa. And brasa sounds a lot like Brazil, right? So yes, I also learned that the word Brazil kinda meant red, just like an amber. So interesting. I know actually that the reason for the country to be named Brazil is because of a tree that's called Pau Brasil. And it's because when the Portuguese came to Brazil and then they started their exploration here of our resources, there were a lot of those trees and they exported those trees a bunch as well, and then they brought them to Portugal. So that's how they named Brazil Brazil. But I didn't know that Brazil itself, like only the word Brazil, not like the name of the tree, which is Pau Brazil, it had that origin in there of like the word red like an amber, which made sense because amber in Portuguese is brasa. Brasa, Brazil, it's very close. So fun facts for you. Yes, Scap, right? Dude, last time we were chatting for almost 2 hours, I think, before playing the game. But I think tonight we may be able to play a little bit more than last time. And they did a tour of the beach front to all the different French fry shops. Seriously, with the... Where was that, man? I'm now curious. Where in Brazil do you have so many French fry shops? We have a lot of bars, you know, like we have a lot of, let's say, we have a lot of bars, bakeries as well, juice stores. At least that's how I imagine the stores close to the beaches, like bakeries and juice stores. And then in the juice stores you can buy sandwiches, burgers, and then fries together with the burgers. But like French fries shops like that. And they took a pretty deep dive in one, and the dude talked about how he makes them, and the potato type and sauces to go with. Were you any surprised by the recipes? Because I'm not imagining anything very complex from that documentary, unless the person that was like presenting or like airing the documentary, he visited a very specific fry shop that was somewhat with a good quality, right? Not like the random and common and basic stores or French fried stores you could be finding in here the most. Because I'm not expecting anything very complex. I'm expecting something very simple actually. Like, oh, we use ketchup, we use, I don't know, mustard. Maybe inside the wrap. Yeah, before it was rolled. I could have used the bacon bits. I would go for the bacon bits wrap. Or he was going for the Cobb salad thing. And then Google said the Cobb salad is a main dish American garden salad, typically made with chopped salad greens, tomato, crispy bacon, fried chicken breast, hard-boiled eggs, avocado, chives. What are chives? I need to Google that. Blue cheese and red wine vinaigrette. The ingredients are laid out on a plate in neat rows. Chives. I think pizza and boiled eggs would be fine. It is good, but you don't crave it, and no place offers it. Yes, of course not. You would need to cook it yourself. Yes, you would need to make it. I don't really like or love fries. I like fries, but it is unhealthy AF, right? So I don't eat it that much. Actually, it's been probably no. I wouldn't. I almost said like it's been more than a year that I haven't had fries. That's not true. Because when I was by my parents, sometimes my parents ordered food in there, like our lunch, and then many times that food was barbecue. And then in here, it's very common that when you order barbecue, the restaurants will give you a portion of fries. Yeah, I totally ate fries when I was by my parents, but it's been some time because when I'm ordering my own lunch, I don't order fries. I always go for a salad, maybe vinaigrette sauce, sometimes mayonnaise salad as well, which is like mayo, carrots, potatoes, but they're not fried potatoes, just like baked potatoes. Sometimes shallot, corn, and then you kind of mix everything with mayo, right? It's very good. But then chives, what are chives? Oh, okay. In Portuguese, it's cebolinha. Man, there is a potato. It's ruffles, right? The ruffles in here that use chives and garlic, like as a seasoning, it's very good. Interesting. So that's chives. It's a beautiful word in English, in my opinion. In São Paulo, we love our hot dogs. Do you prefer the hot dogs with mashed potatoes or with the potato chips, Gabriel? Probably the mashed potatoes, right? Since it's a tradition in São Paulo. And burgers and sushi places. And also the all you can eat combination of all of that, right? You can go to an all you can eat that will give you burgers, sushi, uh, regular dishes like rice, beans, pasta, lasagna, meat, pizzas. If there is something I love in Brazil are the all-you-can-eat places, like the pizzeria I mentioned, that has the fries pizza. You can go there, eat a slice of fries pizza, eat a slice of sausage pizza, eat some sorbet, eat some lasagna, eat some sushi as well. You keep on eating anything you want in there, as the waiter and waitresses will be bringing them to your table. It's fantastic. You like both? There is a guy referred to as the French Fry King in Rio that tosses his fries with pieces of sausage. Yeah, in that location. So probably you were watching the this documentary in the neighborhood I mentioned, Marechal Hermes, right? Yeah, you in those pictures they all had the freaking sausage together with the fries. Mashed potatoes, Emily. Here we go again for the food talk. Yes, in São Paulo, it's super common for mashed potatoes to be on hot dogs. That trend got to Rio, and you can find it in here too, but I still haven't tried it myself. Even though at first I was thinking, isn't it going to sound disgusting? Or at least, isn't the mashed potatoes going to get soggy with the vinaigrette tomato sauce of the hot dogs? I think yes, but at the same time, if you don't think about the texture and you go and focus on the taste, it's probably going to taste good, right? Some mashed potatoes with some tomato vinaigrette saucy taste in there. I think it could work, even though the texture sucks, in my opinion. Like, soggy mashed potatoes. But everybody kind of says it's fantastic. So even though I still haven't tried it myself, I do hope I will like it. No, Emily, come on, Emily. At this rate, Emily, I kinda had hopes you knew how was the Brazilian hot dogs. After all of those food talks we have had before, I gotta show you how are our hot dogs here, Emily. They will have everything and anything you can think of. They will have mashed potatoes, they will have potato chips. I was mentioning earlier they can have the boiled quail eggs, corn, peas, vinaigrette sauce. They can have raisins. Have you guys ever thought about freaking hot dogs with raisins? Yes, I do have raisins on my hot dogs here. They can have olives. They can have so many toppings. If Ultros was watching a documentary about French fries in Brazil, the hot dogs in Brazil is the one he should watch next. Because then he's going to see how next level our hot dogs are here. Oh yeah, not to mention we have two types of hot dogs. One hot dog is with sausage, the other hot dog is with ground beef. Do you guys have ground beef sandwiches in here? Because here in Brazil, depending on where you are, especially in the northeast region, hot dogs in there are actually with ground beef. So basically they open a bun, add some ground beef in there, seasoned with onions and spices, and then they add the freaking potato chips, the vinaigrette sauce, and everything, you know. So have you ever had a ground beef sandwich? Okay, these are good pictures right here. Like I told you, I hope you can see this. Maybe I should go for the full cam actually. Maybe it's going to help you to see it. Okay. Can you see it? Like it has the quail eggs, the boiled quail eggs, it has ketchup, it has corn, it has potato chips. But then the quality, I think it's not good. It has peas. It's a bunch of toppings, guys. It has mayo. It has vinaigrette sauce, tomato sauce. It has anything you want. I should actually try to find a picture of a trailer, like a hot dog trailer, so you can see all of the toppings you can pick when you are asking for a hot dog. I will try finding that picture. I found it. Here, look at this one. It has everything I said. It has corn, it has potato chips, it has onions, it has vinaigrette sauce, it has even pickles, I think. Yes, it has pickles, it has the peas right here, the boiled eggs, the tomato sauce on top. You go there and ask, I want my hot dog with this, that, everything, and then it's a whole mix of, a bunch of toppings, which tastes great in the end. Wait, what the heck is that one? Oh, let me not forget about the Parmesan cheese. Yeah, Parmesan cheese is also very common in the hot dogs in here. Anyway, it's a bunch of toppings. Let me go back. And then in São Paulo, mashed potatoes. Yeah, you can also have mashed potatoes on your hot dog. We only eat hot dogs with a hot dog bun. You guys gotta be more creative and open-minded. Start with the boiled eggs on pizza and then your world will change forever with no turn back. Trust my words. I had some great sushi. Also tomato spaghetti sauce. I'm dead. Okay, you need to find me a picture. What can I Google? If you guys Google, maybe if you just Google like Brazilian hot dog, which in Portuguese would be that I just typed on the chat. If you Google that right there, you might be finding the pictures of the Brazilian hot dog. Hot dogs on a plate with a scoop of mashed potato to you is not unusual. Oh, really? So the combination kind of exists in other countries, like in Canada. Look at that. It just seems out of place to have mashed potatoes on a sandwich. Yeah, my situation is regarding the texture, but I'm not joking. Everybody here that has tried it likes it a lot. I have never heard somebody complaining about like having a hot dog with the mashed potato. It's because of the taste. It kind of goes well. That seems normal for you, Emily? Or between two slices or something described as a vessel of a bread? Yes, Gabriel is saying that São Paulo is the hot dog land. In my opinion, São Paulo is the pizza land first. It's actually the state in Brazil that is the most well known for their pizzas. And I have been there and I have tried their pizzas, and I gotta say, it is delicious. Uh, I also haven't had like pizzas everywhere in Brazil to say it's the best, but in average, not only the pizzas, but actually everything I ate while I was in São Paulo was fantastic. Rio, which is neighboring São Paulo, has a lot to learn about food. Because if you come to Rio with like big food expectations, be careful because things in Rio taste bad sometimes and are expensive. So if you really want to come to Brazil for like a good and even better priced food experience, travel to São Paulo, not Rio. Rio does have locations in here that they have a horrible food and you pay a lot for it. Places even in the shopping mall, like you can go to the shopping mall and order a lunch and then you can get, which happened to me a lot actually, burned beans. For example, you can get a dish with rice, salad, and beans, and some sort of grilled meat, like a grilled chicken or something. In my case, grilled sausage. And then the beans are burned. That's very possible in Rio. But in São Paulo, the food quality is another level. It's like most restaurants in there will really be generous on the portions they are serving you. For example, when I was in a beach city of São Paulo, not the capital, which is called Santos, and then that translates to saints, basically. When I was in Saints or in Santos, I ordered from a burger, like burger food truck, some sort of not best quality, but some sort of cheap burger place, and I was mind blown. My burgers came deliciously, and it was very cheap. They had everything you could imagine as toppings: ham, sausage, cheese, ketchup, mayo, greasy AF, but delicious. And I paid like 10 reais or something. I paid $2 or something. So if I were buying the same in Rio, that would be at least the double price. And maybe not as delicious. So yeah, São Paulo's food is mind-blowing good. Which is also disappointing regarding Rio or Rio's food quality, because another neighboring state in my region, which is the southeast region, Minas Gerais or General Mines, the food in there is also amazing and also very homemade, or like very cultural. You know, they have some dishes in there that are characteristic or very um, they are very natural to that state, because also those dishes were kind of born in that state, right? So they have a very good specific cuisine that Rio needs to learn as well, because Rio's food sucks. There may be some good places, yes, but you are always up to risk. Like, it can be expensive and it can be bad. So it makes me disappointed, because we are surrounded by other states that have amazing food, like Minas Gerais and São Paulo, especially São Paulo. I went there, I spent like, I don't know, 5 days at total, I would say, maybe more, maybe six. And every day I ate something delicious, even from the, let's say, um, not top tier, but higher tier restaurants and places, and even from the low tier places. I was not disappointed on anything. I think a ground beef sandwich would be like a sloppy joe. That's an interesting name for it. A Philly cheese steak is not ground but finely shaved. Sounds close to that. I will try showing you the ground beef hot dog thing we have in here. Which always reminds me that I still gotta try eating chili, right? Which is ground beef and beans. After I learned the existence of that dish from you all, I felt very curious to try it myself, and I was surprised it was not a common thing in Brazil, since we have many dishes that have beans and we have many dishes that have ground beef. So why can't we have both combined? Yeah, the day I learned about the existence of chili, I was mind blown. Like, how we don't have that here? And I never tried it. Although when I was talking about chili to my friends have tried it, yes. It's just me that I have never seen it before in here. Okay, so ground beef hot dogs examples. We have this one. We have this other one, wait, with vinaigrette. Are they any close to the sloppy joes, Emily? We have this one as well. I'm not sure if the pictures are any good, because I think it's dark actually. But this phone sucks. Come on. You can also have both together. The hot dog, I mean the sausage, and also the ground beef. Yeah, this one has the potato chips. Those potato chips that are like tiny sticks are very common here. You can find them on hot dogs, with stroganoff. You make the best chili, Emily. I need to try it. It is one of the things that I'm the most curious to try. I still it's been like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years already that I have been saying that I gotta try another thing, which is the bubble tea. I still haven't tried the bubble tea, even, you know, after hearing it for so long. So chili, bubble tea, those things are on my long list of things to still try. And also um the American carrot cake, right? I also need to try that alternate version of a carrot cake that has the frosting and everything. And I need to try tomato soup as well. Never tried tomato soup, but I think I will like it. Philly cheesesteak is not ground, but finally shaved sounds close to that. Maybe it's close on the taste. The Dominicans have something similar to that. We call them Dominican hot dogs. A hot dog in a bun with some ground beef on it, with potato chips. Yeah, corn, mayo, and ketchup. Yes, it's a lot like this. Yeah, mashed potatoes on that, on the bun. That's the São Paulo's hot dog. There's also the pizza dog. Wait a minute, pizza dog? Oh, I have never seen that. But it doesn't sound, let's say, too weird for me. Honestly, I would love that to eat it because even though I know it may look disgusting in some ways or greasy in some ways, the taste is what makes it. So I know that's going to taste delicious. But I don't think I have seen that before. But it sounds something like very Brazilian to find. Limits, we don't know what's that when talking about hot dogs. 1 hour and 30. Yes, I know, right? But I think we finally got to the end of the chat, maybe? Those look good. They look delicious. But maybe they may have their problems, like the texture. Sloppy Joes are more basic. Sometimes they make fancier ones with coleslaw in it. What is coleslaw? I have a question because I have the feeling that in other countries, look at us, we did something in the game. In other countries, that's a trend, right? Of like having more simple food, but that doesn't mean they are better or worse. Like it's just more simple, and then maybe you can have a better taste on all of the ingredients it gets. But hence, why am I saying hence instead of since so many times today? But since in Brazil it's so common that we have dishes that get a lot of toppings, like burgers and hot dogs, pizzas, for example. Do you guys know or do you guys have one dish in your mind that gets a lot of toppings and you like it a lot? Can you think on examples? So we were able to find sunglasses. Use this item in combat to increase an ally's current style. Huh. Who should get sunglasses, guys? I mean, Dave already wears glasses, right? I think we should give it to Alyssa. Is it an accessory? I'm confused. Maybe it's not. It's not a shield. Is it an item? It is an item. Okay, so they will wear the sunglasses during the fight, not before fighting. It increases allies' style by 35. I still need to get more used to this style mechanic, because it is not something that I'm focusing on, and maybe it is important. I'm not sure right now if it kinda levels up with time, and then I think it does, right? And then the more style they can be grinding, the more powerful my attacks get. But usually it's just the meat sauce on a burger bun. Coleslaw is a shredded cabbage salad. So it's not like... what is the word? How is that in English now? I remember the Portuguese word. There we go, sauerkraut. Yeah, it's not like sauerkraut, right? Because sauerkraut is like pickled. But it is like a cabbage salad. So normally shredded cabbage, carrot, maybe onion, apple. I like apples on salads. I think it's like a mixed opinion thing, but I like apples on salads. And it's usually tossed in oil, lemon juice, or vinegar. And then you get herbs, salt, pepper, sugar even? You add sugar? And then creamy coleslaw would also add mayo to that. So it's a side dish, finely shredded raw cabbage and carrots. I think I would like it. It's good if it sits for a bit to sort or get, I don't know, softer but not soggy, like a few hours in the dressing, it's good for it. Yeah, maybe the vegetables will start getting softer, right, or soggy. I like it on the crunchier side. Mine gotta sit for an hour, but I'm like that with anything. You like soggy cereal? Oh my god, Emily is raging now. Emily, you don't like soggy cereal? Yeah, because it loses its crunchiness, right? Sauerkraut, yes, I was trying to remember it. It's fermented pickle. I think I wouldn't like sauerkraut that much, but I liked the coleslaw, yes. You know what's funny? When you guys said coleslaw, it sounded to me like the word. I thought it could be a meat dish. I don't know why, it makes me think on meat and not on salad. Let me see the picture. Oh, it looks... Wait, did you say mayo before? Because you said it gets on oil, right? No, you did not say... Oh, no, you did in the end. And then the creamy coleslaw would also add mayo. Okay, so you guys have something that's very close to our mayo salad in here. It's coleslaw in English, huh? Yeah, sometimes I order mayo salad, which is basically chopped carrots, corn, peas, sometimes even raisins, you know, a bunch of things, although it doesn't get leaves like the cabbage or lettuce or anything like that. It gets harder or more solid vegetables like potatoes, shallots, something that's not leaf, or like a leaf, right? While in your coleslaw right there, you can get the cabbage, which is a leaf. Interesting, I never thought about trying leaves with mayo before. And it's probably going to work. Yes, I would like to try that, and I now think I would like it. Because I already like our own mayo Brazilian salad in here, which is basically a lot of vegetables chopped, and you mix them with mayo. It's delicious. It is very good on sandwiches. Okay, I never tried our mayo salad on sandwiches because it's always a side dish. You can have like beans, rice, that as an option for a salad for your meal, and a meat or chicken or something for the protein. But on sandwiches, a pulled pork sandwich with coleslaw. And that's the first time I think on that. Coleslaw is popular picnic or barbecue food. In here, vinaigrette sauce is like the barbecue salad. Vinaigrette sauce and farofa, perfect combination together. It's usually found with its cousin, the potato salad. Oh, potato salad is good. Then the pulled pork sandwich. Man, I gotta try this. I wanna try the coleslaw and also wanna. Oh, you know what? I have seen something close to that before. Yeah, after seeing it like on a picture, some house-made or homemade burger shops in here, they probably have burgers that look a lot like this with that salad. Maybe it's just me that I never ordered a burger with it as a salad, right? But I have seen it before now that I'm thinking about it. Emily prefers the crunch textures, the crunchy ones. Potato salad is usually cooked potato, maybe peeled out, maybe not. Onion, chives, maybe bacon bits. Ooh. Raisins even? Raisins and potatoes I would like that, yes. Raisins and potato, they could work. Maybe carrots, maybe peppers, and then mayo and some Dijon, and then the dressing. But potato salads are very like wide open. Yeah, it depends on the toppings you mix it with, right? Then there is a recipe. No, don't worry, Yotrus, it's fine. Especially because like Emily's in here, Scap was here earlier as well, so it's been forever since I haven't talked to you guys. It is all good to be talking to you again, especially food talk. I make my potato salad with beets. Oh, I don't like beets that much. The only way I can see myself, let's say, ingesting beets is when an aunt, right? An aunt of mine, she used it to mix beets with juice. So basically, she liked to do some lime and beets juice, pineapple and beets juice, passion fruit and beets juice. That's the only way I had beets inside of my body, because eating beets itself, it tastes a lot like earth. It has a very strong earthy taste. Not my thing. Yeah, so beets to me is only if it's together with other fruits in a juice. I don't know if you guys have ever mixed beets with a juice. It does work. Because, for example, the lime beets juice, the lime kind of takes the taste of the beets, so it kind of blends it. But if I had to really pick, I think I would rather mix another vegetable with the juice instead of beets. What was the other one? Was it carrot? Like a carrot lime juice? Yes, I think it's a thing as well, like carrots and lime juice. That potato salad looks kind of gross to Emily. Ultras loves beets. He ate a whole one raw one time for some reason. It gave my quite the scare the next trip to the bathroom. I don't know, I'm the opposite. I can't stand beets. Like everyone's family has their own family recipe, that's true. It really dies the waste matter. It is not the main focus of it, so you don't really... Yes, you don't get the taste. I have always been a fan of that earthy taste. Really, Ultras? Pickled beets are crack? Oh my god! I think I would hate that. Yes, I don't like... Do you guys like chayote? I also don't like chayote. I don't like chayote, yam. Do you guys like yam? My family loves yam. I would rather go for yuca. Yam is not good. And then I have my problems with pumpkin as well. Like, if it is pumpkin alone, only the taste of pumpkin, I can't. But when it's mixed in a soup, for example, I don't mind it. Yeah, I have a problem with those vegetables. Lately, I also got a problem with... How would this be called in English? How is this in English? It is not going to be cabbage, right? Cabbage is something else. Unless it is the... Do you guys know the cauliflower leaf? Do you guys know the name of the cauliflower leaf? That's what I'm talking about. Cauliflower leaf. Is there an English word for it? Wait, Emily is dying? What's going on? Is it because of your different preferences on food? Oh, by the way, speaking on cauliflower, I have seen a recipe for a cauliflower pizza. Yes, the dough for the pizza is made of cauliflower, like the flour itself, right? It looked good. You mix that flour with an egg and... Oh my, I won't be able to remember the whole recipe now, but... What else was there? Yes, I can't remember the recipe, but it exists and it looked good as a low-carb pizza option. Nope, I never heard of anyone consuming it. Do you mean the cauliflower leaf? Oh my god, the cauliflower leaf is so common in here for us to be eating it. Anyway, but I'm also not, I also haven't been a big fan of it lately, especially when it's alone. But I like a beans recipe that gets it mixed on it as well. Yes, in there I don't mind eating the cauliflower leaf. But when it's like alone, it has some bitterness that I'm not a fan. Carrot, celery, beets, or beet pepper juice is very good, but it's still very sugary because of the carrots, I'm guessing, or the beets, right? Beets are also a little bit sweet. It's not that much better than like fruit punch, but at least getting some good minerals and crap. Yeah, getting the minerals and crap is important, guys. Pasta salad completes that picnic side dish, Triforce. Man, it's been forever since I had pasta salad. Isn't it crazy how it's cold? Like it's served cold, it's like eating cold pasta. It's kind of weird to me. Also, can be vinegar or creamy mayo based. Pumpkin pie is really where it makes its appearance. Have you guys never tried pumpkin on vegetable soup? That's how I normally eat pumpkin. And it's probably my favorite way. No, never mind. Coconut pumpkin sweet. Coconut pumpkin sweet is my favorite pumpkin recipe. Yeah, and then it's a dessert. It's good. Maybe you guys should try making a coconut pumpkin pie. Have you ever tried that? I'm pretty sure it's going to work. Because, yeah, it's so good. Why did it censor crap? What? I didn't get anything here. Like, maybe it was an automatic censorship? Pumpkin soup can be okay too. Okay, getting a pure pumpkin soup I have never. I'm not sure if I would like it, but when it's mixed with other vegetables in a soup, then I'm fine. I also don't mind pumpkin in a soup that much. Never heard of anyone consuming it. I have made that a few times, don't really love it. And oh, do you mean the cauliflower pizza? I know, but it's a healthier option, right? For example, I told you that I was buying whole bread. I went to the grocery store this week and then I finally found the 100% whole bread to buy, right? Because the other one I bought, it was not 100%. It had part whole flour and part white flour, which was bad because I thought that I was getting food. And then I start eating the whole bread this week as well. I will probably be having that for dinner with some turkey meat, cheese, mustard, arugula, and then I'll be making sandwiches of that. Maybe some fried eggs as well because I gotta eat more eggs. And it's good. I'm liking the whole bread now. I'm probably going to be eating more of that or buying it more. Is that an enemy? Not bad though, but still a lot of work. I mean, I also have a lot of work when I bake my own pizza doughs, right? Unfortunately, the last one I didn't work that great, but oh, it's a lot of work for it to not fall apart. I see. I can imagine that. But if it's just gross, right? If it's just gross and soggy, I don't like it. Never gets crispy. I see it's a little popular in there too, the cauliflower pizza. I'm sad now that I'm bringing old news. I thought it was so like mind-blowing to me and then you guys are already used to the idea. Yeah, like they are usually trimmed or of cauli when you buy a head, yeah. Are most people just peel enough? No, don't garbage that. That leaf is good. Like you can make a beans recipe with it that's very good. In here they sell it shredded already. And it has a name. I don't know the name of it in... You know what's the Portuguese name? The Portuguese name is actually cauli. Like it's couve, and couve is the word for cauliflower basically. Like couve-flor, cauliflower. And then when you buy only the leaf, it's couve, which is only cauli. You ignore the flower. So it makes sense. Maybe in English you guys should adopt that rule. That the cauliflower leaf is cauli. Just like in Portuguese, you have couve-flor and couve. But that leaf is good, I'm not lying. It's just that I got annoyed by its taste when I'm eating it alone. But when it's mixed with some other things, especially beans, it's good. I just find you have to cook it long and then the egg gets a burnt taste to it. And I don't like overcooked eggs. It makes me not feel great. Carrots and beets are loaded with sugar. Yes, they are very sweet. Spiral beets a beautiful years ago where I worked, we did salads with them, and when I cut one in half, I would stare at its interior with awe. Nature is crazy, man. I imagine others being hypnotized by the beets. I imagine it looking like an onion, to be honest, but then it's magenta? Yeah, magenta, right? And not kind of transparent like an onion. Emily likes the golden beets. The whole health culture is just out of whack, I swear. Wait, what do you mean by it's out of a whack? Oh, this is actually very hypnotizing. I didn't know they had the whitish part. Golden beets are crazy too. When you stare at the inside of the beet, I feel like I see the universe. But I'm also crazy in a sense. No, man, I can understand that for sure. It's very trippy looking. I'm just never had that experience because I don't buy the beets myself. But nature is indeed beautiful. There are pictures and pictures of people slicing vegetables and fruits on different ways and then sometimes they surprise you, like, oh, have you ever found, I don't know, a heart on an apple, and then they show you how to slice an apple that you can see a heart shape on it, right? Something like that. I try not to focus on it, just eat food that tastes good and make me feel good too. Oh yeah, but the situation that I'm saying regarding my case is that uh, I learned recently that intestines are like your second brain. And then I learned that many hormones that are important to regulate your stress, happiness, and sleep levels are produced by your intestine. So last year, I did have my, let's say, insomnia, anxiety days, and I noticed that I also had some situations with my intestines, like some days of diarrhea and stuff. So this year, I'm trying to be more physical active, and thank goodness I have been. I even bought a rope to be jumping it in my apartment sometimes. And I'm also trying to do small changes that could be more positive to my intestines. For example, I have been drinking fermented milk. I can even go grab that. I don't know if you guys have ever have ever drunk, right? Fermented milk. I don't know if it is a thing in there, but it has some bacteria that's positive to your intestines. So I'm drinking it more regularly. And I noticed that when I eat, I don't know, pasta or white bread, or like bread made of white flour, it could compromise my sleep a little bit sometimes. Like I don't feel as sleepy as I wanted. So I'm making a change to see if by eating whole bread it could make my intestines better, because I won't stop eating sandwich. I love sandwich, and I'm saying that, but I'm not like fully replacing white flour from my life either. For example, when I bake pizzas, I use white flour. I'm just saying that I'm doing small changes to see if there is any difference to my life that could really help me to sleep better and feel less anxious. And thankfully, I did like the whole bread. Like the taste of it didn't get to be in a bad way. So I can try adopting that a little bit at least, or for longer. But I'm just saying that it's because of that. It's not because, I don't know, I'm trying a specific diet to. No, I'm just seeing if I can really do something about my intestine. Because I really learned that it can make my stress, anxiety, and sleep better if I help it to work better. Like I said, sometimes it doesn't work well. And then there are nights that I don't feel very sleepy, and then that could be a factor, you know. I'm studying that on myself. This weekend you have had pizza and McDonald's. I miss McDonald's so much, but lately I have been eating more at Burger King because they have better prices in here. They are most likely called cauliflower greens. Okay, so you guys should try the cauliflower greens, yes. I mean, America pushes a lot of health culture, but it's like you can't even have sugar. You can't ever have carb. No, you gotta have a balance. That's my, let's say, my idea, or like that's what I think everybody should think about. You can have everything you want, just don't exaggerate or on anything. Only proteins and greens. Isn't that just yogurt? Not really. Uh, I mean, I can get it, but you will only be seeing a box, right? With a SpongeBob, by the way. Do you know Yakult? Is that a brand in the US? I will show you pictures. It is a very sour drink, the fermented milk. But it's a mix of sour and sweet that makes it good. And it has bacteria, lactobacillus. I'm trying an English word that I don't know if it exists. Lactobacillus. Have you heard of that? Lactobacteria, maybe? and then those bacteria, they get the space on your intestine in place of bad bacteria. So basically they will be raising their numbers in place of bad bacteria that could be using such spaces to be raising their numbers. That's how they work. Yeah, it's the tiny yogurt drink. Maybe it is a yogurt in English, but in here I wouldn't consider that a yogurt. But it's tiny, yeah. Do you like it? Have you tried it? That's great, I'm glad you are doing these things. They have been helping, Emily, yes. I have been sleeping much better lately and feeling more sleepy in general. I'm even back to reading as well, and reading has been helping me to relax, you know, to stay a little bit away from the phone screens and TV screens and stuff. And then when I wanna see and check my phone after, it's like when it's starting to get late, I use the blue light filters. I take all of those precautions because I hate when I can't sleep. Oh yeah, those things, I love them, and they are very good for your intestines, and they help you to pretty much, you know, poop as well. So they are very good. But that's the thing, I didn't know, or I had no idea that intestines were such a big deal for your happiness, for your sleep as well, anxiety. I had no idea because nobody talks about that. Everybody thinks it's an only mental thing, like, oh, you have anxiety, it's because you have bad thoughts. I mean, of course it's a factor, but the chemistry in your body has a lot to do with your intestines too, and then I only recently learned about that. It's because, believe it or not, according to the information that I got, 90% of serotonin, which is the hormone of happiness, is made on your intestines. And then you need serotonin, you need melatonin, you need everything to be regulating your body, basically, so you feel more relaxed and calm and everything. So I have been trying to make my food habits a little bit more fit to my intestines, and so far it's been great. And then of course I'm also taking care of my mental health, but I think there should be a balance between both, and then I was not really doing anything to my physical state. Yeah, probiotics, there we go, that's the word, probiotics. I'm guessing this door is locked? Yeah, it is locked. Dave, do you think we can hack it? Wait, but isn't Mike the new supporter guy? It's Child's Play. Oh, never mind, Dave is getting the spot. Okay, Dave did it. Oh, never mind, he tried it but it failed. No, it's a little trickier than what I thought. I attached the decoder script to the device, it will pick the lock eventually. How long will it take? Hard to say, it could be a couple minutes, it could be longer, just give it some time, okay? Or we could go searching for a better, less weighty way in. Okay, maybe a secret entrance? By the way, Emily, have you been playing anything lately? You were playing Parkasaurus last time you talked? Or maybe you have been playing Parkitect? I'm with Sean on this one. If your script works, great, but in the meantime, let's look for another way in. I agree with them, you gotta have diverse options, because that's the recipe for success. Like, be diverse, like have more than one things happening at the same time, or like don't have a single way of thinking or a single option, because you never know what's going to happen to it. So the more very options you have, they will help you to like have balance in case something fails and something gets successful. So I agree with them, like find different ways and paths and take a shot on multiple things, and then you see what works and what not. Trust me, it will work, we should just wait. I'm too impatient, let's go! Wait, oh my god, wait, do you mean you haven't been playing those games? Oh, you have gotten into a new game called Settlement Survival. Wait, that sounds like some sort of serious shit? Is it like a survival zombie game or something? You have been obsessed for it for a couple of weeks? What about your Animal Crossing, Emily? You got 50 credits. Look at us! I don't know if Gabriel is still here. We made progress to another screen, man. We did it. Well, 2 days ago we still finished this mission for sure. Then one day you made a new map and you wanted to delete it and you accidentally deleted all of your saves. I can feel you. I did that with Roller Coaster Tycoon not once, twice. But thankfully there are like websites for Roller Coaster Tycoon that they have those game progresses or level progresses saved, that you just need to load the save file and then you beat the objective of each level you want. So thanks to those files I managed to get back to where I was in Roller Coaster Tycoon and then continue from there. And also thankfully the parks I created were still saved. It's just that the registry of those save files of mine were erased when I uninstalled accidentally Roller Coaster Tycoon. I said more than once because that was not the first time that I accidentally uninstalled Roller Coaster Tycoon. But the other time was like when I was younger. Did I tell you that I... No, Emily, what the heck? What happened? Do you mean you lost your physical game? What the heck is this? I don't know, big pickle looking tree? I almost said floating pickle, but it's not floating. I just now noticed it. But it could be floating, right? If you look at that shadow right there. This tree doesn't look... Oh, it could be a bridge? Doesn't look entirely stable. John, show us your martial arts attacks, right? So you can like chop this tree down. Okay, it seems nobody wants to chop it down. Is this an enemy? What a pretty flower. It is an enemy! I think it likes you? No way! Look at... It was a little bit fast, right? Too fast to my eyes. Bad flower, bad! Watch out! It is a fight. I forgot everything I had with my party. Actually, I don't need to rush. Remember, this is not an active time battle, so I can remember everything I have. Can I check my other party members? I think I can't. But I was able to get the sunglasses. You know what? I'm going to start with the poison mist. Because if we can make the enemy poisoned in the beginning, it's good, right? Look at that description. Enemy, mobile plant. It got tired of waiting for dinner. I feel you, mobile plant. I know, right? After dealing with people like Emily and others here talking about their food, their dinner, their dishes, I can feel you a little bit of like getting tired of waiting for dinner too. It's weak to fire and it has 580 of HP. Okay, the poisoning happened or worked. Let's see. I don't think I have a fire attack. Let's just do a bashing attack. Okay. And then for John, we have the Heal Blaster. We have the Focus. Oh yeah. I won't use focus now, but I will have it ready for when my party members get hit. I use the sunglasses just for fun, actually. Oh, I can use it on other people? Use it on yourself. Style up! Okay, now the plant attacked Alyssa. Oh yeah, the enviro hacking here was a healing attack, right? I'm going to use it. It goes for everybody? Never mind, I don't need to use focus for Chon to be healing my party then. If Dave can do that with his enviro hack... Oh, by the way, I need to turn off my air conditioner. Let's go with laser. That was a very good damage. Let's go for pistol. Now Dave got to the hyper mode. Oh yeah, something else that I learned last time was that I can inflict statuses together. Like, the plant can be poisoned and stunned. So, let's go for this. I don't want to try the water attack, so I'm going to use first aid. Oh no, your switch just stopped working, Emily. I think someone or something got short circuit and the whole switch stopped working. Oh no. Have you been trying to contact Nintendo or like a service? What is this again? Oh, it's a shield breaker, let's use it. And then let's go for... You know what? I'm going to use this. I got to 115% of style. So I think that Dave's attacks will be stronger now. Oh wait, you bought a new one? There we go. You got the Animal Crossing Switch? That's awesome. I hope it was not too expensive though. Could you get it on a sale? Oh, by the way, have you guys seen the news of the Nintendo 3DS and Wii U eShops? They are going to stop working, right? At least. We only have up to like March of next year to be purchasing games on the eShops. But then there are dates and dates, like, I think it's up to May that you can use credit cards to purchase, and then after that you need to either use those Nintendo codes or cards that have those codes, you know, that you can use on the eShop. I still need to see what am I doing, or like if I'm going to buy something or not, because after I got that 3DS XL last year, and then I returned to my apartment to get the rest of my 3DS games, the only game that has not been working right now is the Smash Brothers. So I'm not sure if I'm buying another Smash Brothers or not. Also, hey X5, also it's true, how are you guys doing? I tried, but it was almost the cost of a new one, like 200. But you said almost, so it means that you at least got some discount, right? According to sources, that plant is evil and probably wants to destroy your garden. Actually, the plant is hungry. According to the description of the enemy, that plant is impatient to wait for dinner. Got tired of waiting for dinner, you see? So that's why we are fighting it. It wants to eat us as dinner. I gotta say, even after everything, by the way, freaking Alyssa is almost dead. I need to do something, wait. Okay, I have Chon's turn, but I don't think Chon will be able to heal her, right? I'm not sure. I hope she can heal her. What is this? Oh! I have a program in here that could be helpful. Yes, you need the briefer. Nice. Oh, okay, and then John would be able to use the heal blaster, so we were fine. Nothing to worry about. But I was saying that this plant is stronger than what I thought. Like, we have been hitting it, it's poisoned, it's stunned, it got a shield break, and it's still surviving. Are you dead now? It's not dead. Okay, now what is this? A void bullet? Okay, they have some problems in here that I need to be paying attention to. Let me rest. Oh, it's true. Thank you so much, man, for the resub. Look at that detective link. 40, a nice round number. There we go. Plus months of waiting if I did it through Nintendo. Oh, if you sent the previous Switch. But I think you can try selling it then, Emily. Even though it's like not working, I'm pretty sure there might be somebody that could be interested in buying their parts, or like the Nintendo parts. Maybe you should try selling your previous Switch then. Like I did with my GBA. I sold my GBA even though it was not working. Nice to hear it, man. You're doing good. You got your third dose. Oh yes, I'm getting my third dose or my third shot or the booster this month in March. Maybe in the beginning, but I gotta confess something to you all. I'm a little bit scared this time because now that I'm in another city, it seems that the vaccine they have available here is the AstraZeneca. I don't know if you guys know about it. The AstraZeneca post-reaction is a little bit rougher than the Pfizer, the ones that I got before. So I'm a little bit worried because it's probably going to give me a fever, it's probably going to make me like not want to leave my bed for a while. Like what happened to my friend. My friend got a fever. He was like saying that his arm was hurting a lot and everything. So I'm like seeing if the other vaccines could get to my city so I can go there and like get a third Pfizer booster. But I don't know if that's going to be possible, and then maybe I'm getting the AstraZeneca and then I'm like going to probably suffer a little bit more. But we'll see. How's this game going? I mean, it's going very slowly because we have been chatting a lot. In my opinion, that's fine, but when I have been playing the game has been amazing. It's not exactly what I was expecting, especially regarding the battle. The battle mechanics in here are not the same as Chrono Trigger, and that's how this game was promoted to me. It's like, oh, it's the same as Chrono Trigger. It is not, but it's also very good. It has many things and strategies to think about. The music is good as well, as you can probably be hearing. And it has its own difficulty, because look at this plant giving me so much trouble. Heal Blaster on yourself. John, you need to get some better defenses because that plant is savage. Look at that. Let me see. It's probably... Oh yes, Enviro Hack, because I recharged Dave's attacks, right? So I got Enviro Hack back. I should use it for safety, yes. But then I need to get somebody else ready to be healing my pipe. And it's going to be you, Alyssa. I can do that? You should use that on yourself, since your defenses are bad. You see, probably would have died right now if it were not for the barrier. I gotta... Wait, it's almost dead? Just because of 2 HP? Nice! I was getting hit for nothing. It had only 2 HP left. 2! I don't know why it was not showing it to me, like the health difference. like throughout the battle, I was checking the plant's description. I even read it to X5 right now. Like the plant is hungry for dinner and stuff, but the health or like the HP was always the same. It was always 580. I have the feeling that I can only see what's remaining of the enemy's HP when it's Dave's turn, because he's the hacking guy here. So I will pay more attention to that. Maybe Dave is the only one that can give me updated information for the enemies that I'm fighting. Because if I knew that the plant had only 2 HP, come on, I would be killing it already. Okay, let me go back on the chat. You are now enjoying the chill. Are you having any side effects from the shot? I got mine last month. You'll be lurking today, Ritsu. That's okay, man. Oh, you're playing Lost Ark. I still gotta be talking about the other games, right? We were talking a little bit about Pokemon, and we got some other big announcements lately. For example, Elden Ring. Do you guys want to talk about Elden Ring? I won't be able to talk much because I haven't actually watched it. Like, I don't know how really is the game. I have only heard about the game. And the reviews, the analysis and everything are like mind-blowing good. Of like, it's the new Breath of the Wild meets Dark Souls. And now it's stating what is the word? A pattern? Not a pattern. A level, or like it's raising the bar to a level that the future games you need to achieve, or like we need to reach and stuff. Have you guys seen or played Elden Ring? Is it that good? I'm happy about it though, because normally those games, they grow up hype, and then once they are released they are full of problems. Cyberpunk or Cyberglitch, for example. But I'm happy that Elden Ring is actually giving the people what they were hoping for. So good job for the company that developed it, and good job for George R.R. Martin, that I'm actually reading his book right now, right? I'm reading the 3rd book of the Game of Thrones. But yeah, freaking Elden Ring is up to the expectations of everybody. That's not the best one. Yeah, the AstraZeneca, right? That will suck. I know, my friend made me kind of scared, but if it's the one we have in here, I think I will need to go for it. Maybe we can go and get Pfizer. The thing is that in my city, the Pfizer has been used for the children. Yeah, we are having the start of the children vaccination here, and then they are giving it to the children. My arms is still hurting a bit, and you almost got sick. Oh, you got the Moderna one? I don't know for sure if we have the Moderna in here. We have the Pfizer, the AstraZeneca, the Brazilian one, that's the CoronaVac, and some people got the Janssen, but the Janssen is like very rare. I haven't met anybody that got it. I just heard of it. The Moderna, I think it's not in here in Brazil. I'm not sure. Some were saying that, if I'm not mistaken, it is better for your 3rd or booster shot to be a different type of the other 2. That makes sense for giving you a variety, right? Emily wish she knew that before, because she got all of the Pfizers. I learned the info right away when she got the 3rd vaccine. But then, don't you think you don't choose it? Or maybe in other countries you can choose it. Here in Brazil, you kind of don't choose it. You kind of go there and they say, oh, you're going to get this one. That's the one we have for you, you know? Unless you have, I don't know, a specific reason of why not getting that shot, you kind of don't choose. You've got a slight fever? Yes, I'm expecting to get a fever after the AstraZeneca. I just hope that it doesn't bug me on like giving me insomnia, you know? I just hope that after getting the fever I can drink some medicine, like some anti-thermic medicine, I'm not sure if that's correct, or fever medicine, and then I drop and lower my temperature,
Oh, I got a potion! Potions can restore 100 HP in battle. Is that another enemy? It's not. And then I can sleep. Yeah, my biggest concern is not actually the fever or feeling hurt. It's being or not being able to sleep. Like I was telling Emily, I'm trying my hardest to sleep better every night, and that's what bugs me the most. Like if because of the fever or because of the pain, I can't sleep well. But again, if I can't sleep well for one night, I just need to be patient because I also know this won't last for very long. And then like not lose my mind and hope that I will be able to sleep better soon. But I will see when I'm going to go there and take the shot. But X5, I hope you can heal soon, man. You can heal fast. And good job on taking the booster. You're feeling a little bit tired. I mean, feeling tired is good in my opinion because it helps you to sleep better. But after, yes, I'm ready to take a medicine if I need to, yeah. My friend had to take a fever medicine. Saber has been watching some gameplays of Elden Ring, it's good, the open world... Okay, the open world is so vast that people kind of focus on exploration and not really the progression, which is also good, but everybody gets lost at the same time. I heard it has a very harsh beginning, like just like Dark Souls, I imagine. Like it's very dangerous because you're not ready for anything, but then there are very strong foes waiting for you. You can choose which one you get. At first you couldn't, but now you can. Maybe because now you have more. You have them in more quantities, right? Like most people are vaccinated, so you can get some options. But here in Brazil, I still think it's not that easy to choose your vaccine. Are we ready for 3 enemies? I mean, I don't have... I can't choose. I'm already in. So let's be careful here. We have the blob and we have the dead skeleton living animals. Let's see what are the names. Wait, not with this move though. It's the Bone Beast. Deadly in life. Unstoppable in death. Jesus. If guys, I'm saying this right now. When I have my funeral, please write that on my tombstone, please. It's a fantastic funeral line or tombstone quote. I was deadly in life and unstoppable in death. Jesus. It's weak to water and ice. Why would it be weak to ice though? And then the other one is the Sentient Knot. We fought it before. It's weak to fire and stone or rock. I don't have those attacks. Let's kill the Bone Beast first, I guess. I was intimidated by that description. I have water, so maybe this is going to be a good attack. Never mind, the HP is dropping, so it was a lack of attention of my part, right? Can you kill it, Sean? I don't think she'll be able to kill it, and her only damaging attack is the pistol. Oh my god, so close. They focused on Dave. I will save the Enviro hack for later. What was this again? Oh, this is a damaging attack. Let's use the Void Bullet on the other Bone Beast. Oh my god, that was so strong! And then I can heal Dave, right? This is first aid. Nice. Maybe now I could go for the Enviro hack. I'm going for the Enviro Hack. And then I'm killing this guy. Okay, now I will take some time to recharge. And I think Chong can still heal Dave, right? With the Heal Blaster, yes. And you can recharge as well. But with Alyssa, I'm back to attacking. Let's use the water damage on the bone guy. Nice! It was a kill. And then we only have the blob left. It's radiation brought to life. Unfortunately, I read that and then I remembered the sad war that's going on right now. I hope that it ends soon. I don't want it to like get more serious, especially towards radiation. But I'm happy that Ukraine is not like holding off, or like they are standing still, right? They are doing what they can. Because my biggest fear about this Russia-Ukraine war thing that's going on is that it could be like an example in case like Russia had taken control over Ukraine with easy. That could be an example for like other countries, for example China, to act as well towards other countries in a way of taking control over them. I say being an example because like only now, little by little, still other nations are helping Ukraine. So like if Russia could do what they wanted with Ukraine with ease, that could show the world of like, look, if they can do that, I can do it too. So nobody will interfere, nobody will like face me. I can just like jump into another country, start a conflict, and then nobody will mess with me, you know? That was my fear of like, that could be a start of many other things that could be triggered. But yes, I'm glad that Ukraine is still resisting, and little by little the other countries, even unexpected countries, are helping it out. The last news I saw was that they were going to have some sort of meeting, like the presidents are going to have a meeting to talk about this, I guess, the Russian and Ukrainian presidents. Not sure if Russian president will like change anything, but I hope they can get into somewhere, like somewhere better than what's happening now. Anyway, yeah, it is a Souls game. You can do, wait, anything can kill you if you're not careful. That's part of the game, and then you gotta revive and try it again. Yeah, you gotta be paying attention every time. I wish I could have clipped that. You were too slow. Wait, clipped what? I was now too slow to read it, right? There we go. Can't wait for us to learn new attacks though. So what is this? This is probably something that Dave will be able to fix. What we have in here? Oh! That's a DX9 military grade purification torch. Never mind. Sean is the tech expert here. Not only the martial artist, the psychic, but also the tech. Able to roast a target from the inside out in no time or your money back. Aren't these illegal in the greater Sivani system? Are they? Well, I'm sure nobody would mind if we use these for officially sanctioned government shadow ops. Or OPs? OPs, right? Operations. I wonder what happened to its owner. No traces of organic remains, but the gun seems unharmed. Instantly vaporized, maybe devoured in one giant gulp. What a sicker way to go. I suspect the plant, because the plant was hungry. When you are hungry, you eat no matter what. So the plant could be eating mech, right? It could be eating metal. It was eating us, almost eating us, so it could be eating anything. Yes, I blame the plant we killed earlier. What is that? Yes, previous owner, very tragic. Let's have a moment of silence to honor their memory. Wait, so this is actually like a weapon? Okay, long enough, it's a new gun. Okay, it is a new weapon. Sean now has the Purification Torch ability. By the way, that weapon was like 2 times bigger than Sean, so how is she going to wear that or hold that? No, wait, but it was an ability? I'm still confused on like where the items or things they kind of get sorted in this game, because sometimes I think it's a weapon and then it's not. Is it an item again? Oh wait, when they said... Oh my god, that's true, the potion is an item that I need to equip. Look at this, we need to pick the items we are going to be using in battles. I was just saying that the sunglasses and the style thing could be important because I still need to learn them better. But, oh, by the way, let me drink some water. But at the same time, the potion is more important than that, right? By the way, X5, have you seen the Pokemon Direct? I'm not sure if you're a Pokemon fan, I can't remember. Oh, can I tell you something else that got me excited in the past weeks? In the beginning of the stream I was saying that I was feeling nostalgic for many games, and one of them got to the Switch. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. It is one of my favorite Zelda games together with Wind Waker. And that trailer, or that release trailer, it hit me hard. Even though I have played that game, even though I have watched many walkthroughs of that game. Oh yes, I'm keeping the potion in place of the sunglasses. It made me so nostalgic because it was a while since I last checked content or like thought about Majora's Mask. And that trailer made me remember how great that game is. Especially when you are older or like when you can understand the topics of the game better, because the game is so psychological, right? It has so many heavy topics in there as well, like grief and depression and acceptance. So I felt so nostalgic when I got to that trailer. I even watched some videos about the game. I talked to my friend about the game so he can try playing it for his first time as well. And the music, I got back to the songs too, like Stone Tower Temple music is so good. Song of Healing is like the best probably. Oh, that's the Purification Torch. It's a gun Nancy, fire damage to 1 and... Oh, finally I got the fire damage in here. Let's go. So yes, not only Earthbound on the online was very great in my opinion, but also Majora's Mask. Was Paper Mario 64 in there already? Because that's another game that I really like. So I came here, I got some items, I fought some enemies, but I cannot find another path. Do I need to... take those tree trunks down with the new weapon? Okay. Stand back, time to test out my new toy. PK Fire! Oh my god, I forgot about that. Chon has psychic abilities, so she doesn't need to carry it with her own hands. Her psychic powers can like make the weapon work by itself. And with that, a new path awaits us. I was sure that the purification torch was precise enough to burn away the inside of the tree, but seeing it in action, so cool. I just don't understand the name of it, like purification torch. And if the torch hadn't been as precise as you thought, then it's going to cause destruction to this forest. The tree would have exploded, possibly setting the entire jungle on fire, see? But it didn't, so we're fine. I'm going to call this one a win. I mean, you're going to call this one the first, because you are going to be dropping down those things a lot in here. Look at those birds. Okay, we found a new chest. An Aquasetcho. It's an accessory to Alisa. I appreciate that game. Because I was just saying, oh, I don't know where to find those things. And then the game is starting to describe it to me. It's accessory to Alisa. Thanks. So yeah, Alisa is the water user here. Oh, and then if Chon is really the fire user, then the connection between her and Luca gets stronger, right? Luca was a fire user as well. This is a wet exterior, or actually a wet exterior hides a surprisingly dry interior. And it gives the ability water up. Do I need that? Or water up? What is cunning again? Wait a minute, I don't need to Google it. There is a tutorial in here. Cunning affects your ailment damage, ailment resistance, item effectiveness, and speed. I think I will keep it. It sounds safer than just boosting up my water attack, right? It is like an incinerator. If I'm not mistaken, some hospitals, they have it to get rid of some things. Oh yeah, to get rid of infected tools, equipment, right? They gotta burn it. So, oh yeah, so that's why it's called purification. Okay, that's a good explanation. I would never make that connection. So I'm going to go back to our initial topic, the Pokemon game. I wanna talk about my theories of the game. First of all, do you guys have a favorite starter so far? Mine is the duck, Quaxley, right? One of the theories I got, I have already said it, which was regarding a plate on a wall in that house, in the real house, like the real world house, that has grapes on it. Grapes could be purplish or violet color, so that's why I'm thinking maybe it has a connection to the legendary. The other theory I have is about the mechanic that makes this game. Because every Pokemon game kind of goes on a new mechanic to make it different than the others, like Mega Evolution, Z moves, and then in the previous game it was the Dynamax thing. In the Japanese logo for every Pokemon title, they kind of give you a hint of the mechanic of that game. So I don't know if you guys have checked the Japanese logo for Scarlet and Violet, but it has a sun-looking prism that resembles a lot the one mosaic that has on the floor of that main city that looks a lot like Barcelona, Spain. And in that floor, you can see that it shows every Pokemon type as part of the mosaic. So I kind of thought that maybe the new mechanic of this game will be related to the Pokemon types. And how could that be a thing? Maybe this one sun-looking prism that you can see in the Japanese logo of the games, it will allow you to either add a new type to your Pokemon or remove a type to your Pokemon. So maybe that's going to be the gimmick of those games, or at least that's my theory. It seems, from what I have seen, that Pokemon typing could be something major to this game. So what if we can, like, for example, have a Pokemon that gets 3 types, or that you can kind of choose or pick the type you want for that Pokemon to get. Another thing that I even thought, but it's going to sound crazier, is that what if you can like boost a type importance for that Pokemon? For example, my Machop is going to be 2 times fighting type, for example, and then you add the fighting type again to him by using an item, by doing something to him. That's my theory. I will still like look up for analysis of the game trailer and stuff to see if somebody else could also think on disconnection like I did. But that's my bet. Every game kind of has a focus, like Mega Evolution was evolution, Sun and Moon was based on attacks, and then you have Gen 3 based on abilities, Gen 4 you had physical and damage split. I'm thinking that maybe now they're doing something about the typings, and maybe even the legendaries could have something about this too. Like, speaking on the legendaries and the names of the games, I do think they had an inspiration on Ultra Violet and Infrared, right? For the like 2 sides or 2 names for the game. Some are saying, or in movies when they use a nuclear bomb or a napalm to kill the zombies. That also makes sense, yes, to be like a purification from viruses and maybe bacteria. And then in Legends you have the speed style and strong style split. Yeah, that was the mechanic of Legends. I'm throwing this guess that this could have something to do with the typings, because in the main plaza of that city that looks a lot like Barcelona, the floor has all of the types, and it's shaped like a prism, and then there is a prism on the Japanese logo, so I'm like connecting the dots. Maybe this game will have something to do with the typings. And then that's the play in there, right? You can change a Pokemon type or something like that. Maybe your Pokemon attacks could get extra types too, which is something that kind of has been happening already. For example, there are moves that change a type of a Pokemon. For example, the move Soak. If you use Soak on a Pokemon, you are going to make that Pokemon water type. Or there is a ghost attack as well that turns your opponent into a ghost type too. I forgot what was the name of it. Not to mention that there are a couple moves, or maybe at least one move, maybe I'm not sure now if there is more than one, but Halucha's attack, Flying Press, is both fighting and flying attack. It's like 2 types. When you use that move, it's the 2 types. So if there is a Pokemon that's getting hit by it, that's weak to flying, it's double effective. Or that's weak to fighting, it's double effective. Because it carries 2 types on one attack. It is something that already exists, but it's never explored. Maybe now they could go for it. Oh, yeah, and the last thing that made me think a little bit, even though not much, is regarding the real life part of the trailer, which is basically a guard, but the guard is coming up from a subway, wearing a very particular uniform. I haven't seen or watched everything about Legend Arceus, but I know there is a character in that game that pretty much traveled in time because he exists from another game. And I hope this is not a big spoiler, so like be careful about what I'm going to say, but that character is Ingo, which is one of the twins from the Battle Subway of Gen 5. And somehow he's in the Legend Arceus game. And then this game is starting it with a subway, which is where Ingo used to be in the Gen 5 game. Plus, the uniform kind of resembles him a little bit, right? Between the guy from the trailer and Ingo. And also, inside that room, there is a moment where the clock goes crazy. Which could mean some sort of time traveling thing or not. I'm not sure. So, maybe Pokemon Company was trying to connect Ingo and this actor from the trailer. It's just an idea and a theory. Like I said, I don't know much of like Ingo's plot in the Legend Arceus game, but maybe there could be a connection between what happened to him in there and what we are seeing in here regarding time traveling even. If we could only get to higher ground, we could better access the situation, I wonder. If we could get to that ridge over there. Okay, so we gotta do this. Should we really tempt fate a second time? There is no tempting fate in here. It's all like abilities, or like it's all professionalism. We are talking about a guaranteed victory. Yes, Sean, I believe in your dexterity to do this. See? Nothing to worry about. Yeah, Ingo is the Battle Subway guy. I thought he was the captain. That is in... No. In Elite 4 of Hoenn, you are talking about Drake. No, Drake is another character. He's like a pirate. Which, by the way, that brings up another topic. Now that we have a new region, we will have new things that are always there, right? One of them is a new villain, or like a new evil team, right? What could be the evil team for this Spain-Portugal based region? My first idea was pirates, but then isn't Team Aqua from Hoenn already pirates? So I was like, yeah, maybe. And then I was thinking, what else could it be like? What else could be some sort related to Spain and be somewhat evil, you know? I actually got an idea, but I'm not sure how is it called in English. I even forgot to research it. But you know that it used to be common in there, those games maybe, but like a bad game of like playing with bows. You know, the torero thing, and then I'm using the Portuguese word. I don't know how is that in English, the word for that. But it's one of the things that used to be part of their culture in there, right? Hopefully today it's kind of banned or like controlled, but I was thinking, what if we had that, but for Pokemon as the evil team? Some sort of evil team that uses Pokemon for entertainment, even though they may be some sort of causing some uncomfortable feelings to the Pokemon, or like making them uncomfortable. That was also something that I was thinking a little bit. What could be the evil thing for this region? I could only think on pirates because of navigation, colonization, and things like that. Or something around those lines of, you know, the things with humans picking on bows and like messing with them. Yeah, Team Aqua was a very pirate-based team, right? Not only them, even Team Skull a little bit. What the heck is that noise? Is this a legendary Pokemon? It sounded like one. Let's capture it. Someone could need... Oh, you think so, John? I think we are the ones needing help. It sounds like a T-Rex. Oh boy, here comes a boss fight. Money won't help me right now. They killed the terrorists. Look! How horrible, so many bodies. Are they really dead? Like, is death a thing in this game? Like, sometimes death is not a thing in games, right? So much for tracking their movements after the mission. Who or what could have done such a thing? They were ripped apart, will be next if we don't watch out. We should head back, maybe someone's still alive. What the heck happened here? Team Torero? But did you like the idea that I had of like a team that uses Pokemon for entertainment? I'm now actually giving confidence that could be it. Because really, what else could they create, right? They look pretty dead to me. No, Tron's right. Whatever horrible things they might have done in the past, nobody deserves to bleed out alone in the jungle. Plus, a closer examination may provide some clues as to how exactly they died. I can say right now that a closer examination on myself will provide some hunger information. I was talking about the sandwiches. I'm craving my whole bread sandwich now. But I will be eating it in an hour or so. With some... Oh! What are those? It's the arrow. It rapidly increases in speed if not defeated quickly. It's weak to wind. I don't have wind! I like how this game is like giving me enemies that are not weak to the things I have. This is the opposite of the Persona games. Those enemies that are not weak to things you have only show up in the late game. No, here it's the beginning to give you some challenge. Should we try the Purification Torch? I was expecting a little bit more of damage. Somebody's saying that since Team Skull and Yell, oh my god, Team Yell was horrible. I kinda lost a little bit of faith that they could make a good villain. Yeah, actually not only a very good villain, but also a very good plot, right? The Pokemon games, besides Gen 5, were not really giving much attention to the plot. I believe the Void Bullet can kill this. It kinda caused the same amount of damage as before, so is it a fixed amount of damage? Like 90? Wait, they attacked 3 times? Well, time for Enviro Hack. This is perfect because everybody got hit. Man, I loved Emily's and Gabrielle's ideas for the evolutions of the Sprig Gatito. I love those ideas, like a grassy lion and a saber tooth. I was talking to some other friends before the stream. Oh Jesus, wait, let me use the potion. About Pokemon ideas or animals that are still not a Pokemon. And we got to some examples. We still don't have a dolphin Pokemon. We don't have a llama. We don't have a peacock. We don't have a platypus. And also we don't have I'm pretty sure I'm missing one. Dolphin, peacock, llama. A capybara. Yes, I also would love to see a capybara. Oh, the clutch! Now you should rest. You can heal yourself. And you should rest as well. Okay, now I gotta heal John. I'm not risking it. And then we can try to kill this guy. Oh, okay, now I'm seeing that they are attacking 2 times. I think I can kill it, right? Yes, I can kill it. Finally, a level up in here for Dave. He got the patch? Look at that tiny floppy disk. It heals? Okay, I will never feel tired of getting healing abilities. Speaking on that, what did you think about the new final evolutions of the starters in Legends? Can I pause? Okay, there we go. At first, I didn't like them that much, but after I saw that the Typhlosions, or the new Typhlosion, was Ghost type, I liked him more. The Samurott didn't change much in my opinion, and the Decidueye changed a lot, but I prefer the original one. So I can say that my favorite was the Typhlosion in the end. Even though he was probably the most criticized one, after I learned he was a Ghost type, his looks made sense to me with his typing. And then I liked him more, yeah. The question is not like to have... To have, do you mean those animals as Pokemon? The question is not to have those animals as Pokemon, it's to have a good like designer or a good drawer or a good artist to create them. But yeah, but then don't you think that overall speaking they kind of do a good job on creating the Pokemon models? Overall speaking, of course there are some that are maybe, you know, I'm not sure about them. But overall I kind of like the designs they create, even for the weird Pokemon. Oh, that's the typing for the Decidueye in Hisui, his like grass fight. I couldn't remember that. I think he would have been better as Grass Dark. And I'm also craving the fries that Ultras ate. And I'm also craving hot dogs now. Is this open now? Where any minute now is code for some time between now and the end of existence. I like that there is some sense of humor between those characters. Okay, so that's not working. Maybe they want us to go check the dead bodies closer, right? Yep, I believe that's what they want us to do. Oh, by the way, I forgot that I can save the game myself. I don't need to find a saving point. Why is this chapter called Memories from the Past? I will have you back up and running in no time. It's too late, Sean, they are already dead. What's this? A keycard. A keycard must be for the facility they were targeting. They already had a key for the facility? That's forward thinking of them. Prepare to enter and yet not to deal with the dangers around them. Idiots. Dave, don't call them idiots, man. I bet they had a... Yes, right? Sean has a little bit more of sentiment in here. I bet they had a family waiting for them back home. What a pointless waste of life. I mean, they were evil, I know, but... Wow, totally that. Dave is harsh, right? Nothing else. Oh my god, Dave! These deep wounds, the monster that attacked them must be incredibly strong. I wouldn't like to have Dave as like my enemy. He's cruel. You see? No signs of life. Okay, so we came here to get the key card. Oh, there is a chest right there. Can I get there? I can! Look at my exploration skills. Okay. Could be something else, but sure. It's like the Fox, Vulpix, and Ninetales. They got a good design. Or a good artist. But the Fox and Sword and Shield, you didn't like it? Which fox are we talking about? Oh, you're talking about Nicket, right? Or something like that. Like I said, I'm still not used to the Sword and Shield Pokemon, but I think it's Nicket. I liked it. It's not a Ninetales, it's not a Vulpix, but I liked it. I understand what they were trying to do.